Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are here to watch the Season 2 finale of The Wheel of Time. It feels kind of weird to already be at the season finale, but we are here and we are excited. Things are really ramping up, and it looks like everyone's essentially going to converge on Falm, and there's going to be a big interaction. I don't know if it's gonna be a fight necessarily, but it's gonna be big. There's gonna be things happening. It's just gonna be a lot, and I am very excited to jump into it, and I don't want to really take too much time. So before we do that, if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my videos get seen more in the algorithm. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. Especially if you want to see me react to any other stuff. I watch tons of stuff on this channel, and I play some video games as well, so if you're interested in any of that, definitely hit subscribe. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. Those are linked down in the description. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Your support over there would mean the world. But other than that, let's jump into the Season 2 finale of The Wheel of Time. 3,000 years ago. What the frick?
Kalaliro Dianelus. Wajirva Folit. Yogan al Makitaya, yes, Destra. Sanasane no Yugende.
Interesting.
Mor, so Marata Mila.
Interesting that all the channelers right now are guys.
No inda sa Jugim. Sa Danila Bigan. No inde Latip Suga Hautab. Inda luz. Do devor.
Very interesting. And then this is where they went at the end of last season. The Eye of the World. Rosamund Pike. Okay, now we get the full... We get the full thing again? We haven't got this in forever. How dare you rob me of this beautiful intro for the entire season. Pissing me off. Oh. The guy that's too hot to be a normal character. Part of the White Cloaks. I forgot his first name.
Our enemy outnumbers us. They are better supplied, better armed, better fortified.
Oh, this guy.
But we have something they don't.
Guns.
These strangers are slavers and murderers. We fight them because we must.
That's true.
You think there's a chance the prophecy is true?
Tiny bit.
Prophecies are just the lies of long-dead witches.
And yet, Spooky Mommy is leading them the way.
You're alive only because I allow it. Because
Probably,
you have a role to
probably
play still.
accurate, yeah.
When the time comes, raise the banner.
Just yeets them with just a quick little breath. But now you're all wet. Hey, you guys fully immersed in that water. How are only part of your clothes wet?
Now close your eyes.
Okay, well, teleportation, I guess.
Many people will wake from the dream today.
Hella people gonna die, Perrin.
Stay. It's not safe. I'll be back.
Stay where? Just right there? Not even gonna let him find some water or shade? Just hang out in the desert, I guess.
I brought Rand.
Now. To fall.
Oh, don't be upset.
We're nowhere close to ready.
And she did it anyway, for fun.
He's not going to choose us. It's too soon.
He's ready.
He never was gonna choose you, bruv. Why? Okay, so that smoke coming from the mountains is just like 8 children. The white cloaks are in there, brother. You're gonna get an axe to the face. Don't scream if this is supposed to be a secret.
To the tower!
I mean, if we wanted to not let them know, probably shouldn't have screamed on our horses.
Your behavior in this cell is one thing. But when a Damane disobeys orders in battle, the first punishment is to take her tongue.
Why?
Second, her hands.
That's rude.
Stand. Perhaps it'll hurt more if I take this.
Rude. Rude. And then you step on it. She braided that herself. You whore of Babylon.
Matt Cawthon, my best and poorest customer.
Pardon, Thane. What are you doing here?
Is here to give you a gift. Aren't you tempted?
Take this off me. I swear, I will give you anything.
You can give us information. That's what we want.
What are you doing to her?
Don't lie to me!
How about you chill?
We are going to the tower, and he will take us there. And if you don't, if you even try to get help, I promise you, I'll make you curse the first kiss your mother ever gave your father.
What the fuck? How do you say that to someone? That's some dark shit, Egwene. No, you're not Egwene. Nynaeve. Why am I calling you the wrong name?
I'm not gonna touch it.
He'll force you to touch it.
Left long enough alone in this room with just your thoughts and that dagger. You deserve it, man.
A minute? 2 minutes? 3.5 minutes? How long is he gonna last?
The bond. We're going to talk about it.
Do you really want it back?
Yeah! Yeah!
I think you're afraid. You don't want me to know how weak you feel. How unprepared. Overwhelmed. Because then you'll have to face it yourself.
It's true. If she ignores it long enough, it's not true.
The only reason that I was able to say that you're not my equal is that I've known one thing to be true since the first day we met. You have always been my better.
Oh. Alan Mandragon, you're the GOAT. In her eyes and mine. Not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Becky.
Ugh. Ugh. This is so cute and intimate. Damn. This is like weirdly almost romantic. Now I understand why the other Aes Sedais are always boning their warders. Holy cow. You guys should kiss. That was hot.
Hold it!
Oh, boys.
Thank the light.
Boys, let's go. Are you essentially like artillery guns? Just cannons up there? That's exactly what they are. Okay. Spooky vampire lady. You need to not make her do this.
Take the tower, men! Kill the witches!
Oh, no, she's fine killing those guys. She's like, F that guy. I'll kill him in an instant. She'll send down fireballs without you even asking.
Good girl.
Okay, don't say that. I don't appreciate that.
The only thing that matters is the horn of Valia.
Oh, hello, Rand.
Stand aside.
What's poppin', brother?
I said, stand aside.
Yeah, he does not care what you said.
A heron-marked sword. Let us see what is required to earn the heron blade on this side of the ocean.
He's got one too. Oh my God! Yeah, have at it, brother. Christ on a cracker. Sweet Martha and her cookies. Jesus.
They're coming this way.
How do you guys know that? Brother, you could have let one of those girls go in there. He's gonna die, right? Yeah, there's too many of them. Oof. Big oof. We couldn't have let the white guy die? He's way less cool than this guy. I don't know that other guy.
It should be me on the tower defending our people. Now that Turok is dead, it's me that
Turok is dead.
Oh yeah, dude got fucking smoked.
If my lord remembers, you gave it to Turok for safekeeping, perhaps.
Stop!
Yeah, he remembers, idiot.
They know how to gentle a man.
Of course.
She's so excited. Okay. No direct physical contact. You're doing great. Transitive property's not a thing with this spooky dagger.
An hour. I thought surely you'd last longer than that before you touched the...
He didn't touch it, brother.
Stop it!
Okay. Since when did you become a combat master? Shit, just take my tongue, bitch. I don't care.
Wait, do you hear that?
Trebuchets.
To fight me again!
Oh, perfect timing. White Cloak's going ham right now. We're temporarily Team White Cloak. Oh, damn, bitch. Okay. Oh no. Oh, leg shot. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. It's Gucci. It's Gucci. Bruh. They all got smoked. Please tell me Vampire Rena is dead. Seriously?
No, no.
Wait, Baron! 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 My old friend, Baron! I don't believe it.
Okay, you're getting that dagger mighty close to his face.
Friends.
I hope your friends can fight.
Oh, they can do more than fight.
The tower was hit from our position. You did this. Good.
Got hit by a goddamn trebuchet. What the hell was she gonna do? Will that work? Will that...
Oh, stupid Egwene. The Adam only works on women who can channel.
Are you sure?
You feel it when I channel because we're linked. You soul damage is so weak in the power the searchers didn't find you.
She says you a weak little bitch. Okay, can you guys not punch each other? Like if you try and hit each other, will it work? Pour me a glass of water, bitch.
Let me out.
Just let her die.
You still feel what I feel.
Yeah, she's just stronger than you. Don't let her off the hook.
Please. You said.
Nah, she said she was gonna kill you and she meant it. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. You deserve that.
Egwene.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Gotta look strong.
Rand will be headed where she is.
Rand, are you sure?
Yes, he's alive. I've seen him with my own two eyes. He's got shit hair, but he's alive.
He's got shit hair.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You guys can hug,
Let's get out of here.
and then you need to leave.
In the flesh this time.
God damn it.
Welcome.
Go away. Oof. That's another concussion for Egwene. That is rude. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Oh, hello, brother! Fancy seeing you here. You.
Now we'll find out what you really are.
He's a wolf boy. Turn into a wolf, bruv. Yeah! Wolf bestie! Rip his throat out, Hopper. No! Oh! Oh! No! Oh, no. What? Okay, yeah, this guy's gotta die. Okay. Is time frozen? It's in slow motion? Can you run around them? Why are you... You're smoking. Do you become all the past versions of yourself? Oh no, these are all... That's Patches O'Houlihan. Interesting. Who the heck are some of these guys, though?
I am one of you. I have fought by your side times beyond number.
What? What does that mean? Is that Patches O'Houlihan? Uno, is that you? Or does it just look like, damn, when did you learn how to do that, Matt? You just remember all those skills? Okay! Pop off, son! Let's go! Okay, this is kind of goated. Yeah, you dumb bitch. That's what you get for killing Hopper. No! Righteous. Your father deserved it. God damn, son. You've gotten so good at this. Do you just have like all the memories of who you used to be in your brain now? Oh. Oh. God. That's horrible.
I will never serve him. In 1,000 lives, I never have.
Damn right. Oh, he's gonna try and stab Ishi, and since he's like a... Oh, well. He's like not actually there. Or maybe he is actually there, he'll disappear. Yeah. So close. That was not supposed to happen.
Right! I'm so sorry. Right.
That was a... It's maybe a kidney shot.
How did you?
Let's go, Egwene. Let's go. She can try. She's kind of goated with the sauce. We need Nynaeve up here. Alan, you fight those guys. She'll kill the boats. There's only like 8 of them. You got this. You just caught that in midair? You're way better than that other guy. Shield. Let's fucking go, Barry. All day. All day. He's getting mad now. He's like, you're pissing me off. Yeah. Yeah, Elaine. Work your magic, girl.
How are you?
She's an angel.
Hello.
Bruh, I'd fall in love. Ew. Looks like a pastry. She's about to show you, idiot ladies, what it truly means to have power. Get wrecked. You guys suck. Idiots. And we're back in the game. Sorry, man. Damn. Holy cannoli. Oh, the heron's burned into your hand now. Is he dead now? Like, actually dead?
Nothing's wrong.
You can close your eyes and you don't have to wake him up. Wake him up? Open him. That's what I meant. Damn, they Thanos'd him. Damn, she's just taking all those ships out. Well, time to make a banner of fire. A fire dragon. That is sick as hell. Yeah! Victory! You're like a deity now to them. Hope you know that.
Kara.
Bye-bye, horn people. Sup, mommy? That's your boyfriend. The 5 of them are the dragon. Yo. That's sick as balls, bro. That's so cool. She's just so pleased with herself. Who are you about to interact with, though, that's gonna ruin your mood? Uh-oh. Pescatios. Who are you?
Softly, softly, the shadows.
Mogadien.
Ishamel lets us out.
Oh, what the heck?
He had this sneaking suspicion you were going to betray him.
Damn, she was. She was like fully ready to just be chill now. Is she more powerful than her?
You don't want to fight me.
She might.
His house now. All 5 of them are.
This lady's scary. That was rude. Oh, you, what? How do you end this season like that, brother? Come on now. Okay, wow. That might be the best episode of this show that I have watched in both season 1 and season 2. That was so good. Like, I don't know how book readers are gonna feel about this, because I don't know like how accurate it is to the books, but that was rad as hell. Like, that was so cool. And it opens up a pretty big can of worms with you know, the actions of what happened at the top of the tower. Okay, let's talk about the very beginning of the episode. We have like this flashback scene to essentially like Rand's previous life, or one of them, as Luz therein. And he and a bunch of other people in that scene seal away Ishamel. And this is the same location that we see at the end of season 1 when they free him from his imprisonment. And it's very interesting just like seeing the dynamic between those two characters, and how he was like, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to seal you away. And I wonder how many times he's done that. Or was that the first time he did it? I don't know. But Rand, it shows such a like shift in dynamic of like how different, like they talk about how similar those two characters are, but like how different he is as well. Whereas Luz was like, I'm not going to kill you. You're like my best friend. I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to seal you away. And then at the end, Rand is like, I'm going to drive a sword through your chest. Like, just how different those characters are. It's very interesting. And then we get the full intro again. Like, for the first time this season, we get the full, like, loom weaving pattern intro, which was really, really cool. They showed that, like, every episode in season 1, and then in season 2, they didn't show it in any of them until this one. But then this whole episode is essentially like a giant siege on Falm. Like, there's every possible character and group of characters that you can think of are converging on this one city, because stuff needs to go down. Like all our main characters, but then the freaking White Cloaks are coming here as well, because all the watchers on the waves or the coast or whatever, they asked everyone to help, and everyone was like, nah. Like, screw that. And the White Cloaks were the only ones willing to help. Like, even though some of them are sadistic and suck, like, they also have like a sense of morality and duty and justice. They're like, we have to fight them because it's the right thing to do. And it's like a weird dynamic of like almost rooting for them and then they do horrible things. Like, I almost root for like the group of them, but not for the individuals. Like the Valdir, whatever his name was, he's awful. And then what? Jeffrem Bornhold, the hot guy's dad. We saw him last season, but I mean, well, he just did what he thought was necessary to help his teammate or whatever. But ooh, I was so happy when he died. Like, it's hard to root for the individuals, but you can almost root for the like group as a whole, and like, because they were doing a good thing in this episode. They were helping people, like they were helping citizens and fighting the Suldam or whatever. So like, that's good. And then we get we get Lanfear, Moraine, Lan, and Rand in the dark zone or whatever, and she just like yeets them out into the water. She's like, "Have fun, like bye. We're gonna teleport there. We don't want to walk." Because she doesn't want them involved, right? She's got this whole plan. Like, I think at this point in the story, this episode, I think Lanfear is like committed to not like being on the good side, but like being on Rand's side. I think she decided she's not gonna go the way Ishamel wants it to go, and she's orchestrating things so that they end up on the side of the good team, which is rad. I like that. But then by the end of the episode, she's obviously very shocked at all her teammates coming back. She's like, what the heck? I thought I successfully switched sides and no one was gonna know and I was gonna get away with it scot-free. And then all her friends are back and she's like, frick. Now I actually have to do this. Like, it's pissing me off. She thought she could just, fix things for Rand, and then he would fall in love with her, and then they would be together on their own, and none of their problems would exist, but they continue to exist. Okay, and then we start this, like, siege. The White Cloaks, they attack the city with the help of these 8-year-old boys that are just, like, drifting smoke everywhere. Like, it's so interesting that they have this whole battle plan based on like stealth. Essentially, they're like, we're gonna have these 8-year-old boys, drift smoke up to the wall so that no one knows we're coming, but then right when we are almost there, we're gonna scream real loud. It's like brothers in Christ. If you don't want them to know you're coming, don't yell. Like, you ruin the surprise part. But I mean, it doesn't affect things too much, but it's just, in my own mind, I'm like, guys, you gotta chill. Like, don't do that. And then, okay, so the whole battle has essentially started, and I think I want to go character by character, I think. So let's talk about Nynaeve, who I accidentally called Egwene at one point in the episode. Her and Elaine are essentially like torturing this Suldami girl for information. They're like, tell us where she is, and it's kind of like a little messed up because we see the bad guys use the torture method and we're like, oh, like, that's disgusting, I hate those people, I hope they die. And then we see Nynaeve do it and it's like, oh, they're like, this feels a little gross, Nynaeve. Maybe we should stop. But she is kind of ruthless. Like, she'll do whatever it takes to help her friends, and that includes torturing people. I think of the group as a whole, she has the least to do in this episode. We focused on her a lot throughout the season, but she definitely has the least to do in this episode. Her and Elaine, they're like taking their newfound pet to the tower because she's like, oh, they're gonna be on the tower, and so they go out there, right? They're there, and they walk outside, and this chick immediately, like near instantaneously, just gets an arrow to the neck. Like, gone. Just, you're dead. Sucks to suck. And then Elaine gets an arrow to the leg. She used to be an adventurer until she took an arrow to the knee. And they're just chilling there for most of the episode. They're just sitting there. And then she has to push the arrow through her leg. Ugh. That's horrible. That's disgusting. And then they make their way to the top of the tower. We'll get to that later. Let's talk about Perrin. Perrin, he had a very interesting episode as well. So he starts off right off the bat. They're walking up to this city, and he looks at Hopper and he's like, Hopper, stay. Sit in the middle of this scorching hot desert with no food and no shelter. Like, come on, Perrin. Like, find some place better for him to stay. Don't just be like, stay. Just, it might be hours until I'm back, but stay in this scorching hot heat. You're very clearly also like a long-haired dog. You're gonna struggle. But he's like, stay. And then he goes and he joins the fight. Him and his Aiel friends, they go and they join the fight, and they're having a grand old time. And they find the Ogier. They find the 2 warrior friends. One of them dies. Why did it have to be that guy? Could have been the other one. And they're all just battling. They're battling. They're having a grand old time. And then Matt strolls up. Matt, up to that point, he was having a very interesting day. Paddin Fane brings him the dagger and is like, touch it. Like, I dare you. I'll give it an hour, 2 hours, and then you'll cave and you'll touch it. But Matt, he's a clever thinker, he's like, transitive property doesn't exist with this thing. It has to be direct contact. And so he just finagles it into a spear. I don't know how he made it such a good spear, because you gotta really, like, if you want to turn that into a spear, you really gotta, like, crank that when you're tying it. But he just neatly ties it off and turns it into a spear. Good thing it's like a murder knife, like not just a regular murder knife, but like it like turns things into lava and smoke demon mist. Like it's a crazy knife. He escapes with that thing, and now he's got a spear, and it's dope as hell. He runs into Perrin, and they have a nice little like bro moment where they're like, "Oh my god, dude! Like fantastic." And then they're like, "Hey Matt, you gotta take this. You gotta take this horn. you gotta take it, and you gotta bring it to Rand. Like, he needs it." And then Matt runs on his way, and he's gonna go do that. But then Perrin stays behind, and he is he's fighting. He's doing his thing, and then goddamn torture supreme guy. He strolls up and is like, "I remember you. Time to find out what you really are." Like, he takes time out of the battle to like do this vindictive torture game. It's like, bro, can you just chill? Like, for 10 minutes? Leave us alone? There's more important things happening. But no. He's like, "I'm gonna torture you because I'm a dickhole." And goddamn best boy Hopper is not about that life. He knew Perrin would be in danger, and he came to rescue him, and he's biting Valdy and Butthole McGee, Bornhold man, just with an axe, a battle axe, to the back of that dog's neck. And it's like, oh my god, I was heated. I was devastated, and I was heated. Like, that immediately made me start crying. Like, actually most times for me, like, emotional things are happening, and it's like a slow but gradual build to me having tears. That was like instantaneous. Like, as soon as the shock of what just happened went away, it was like instantly I was like, like sad face McGee. And Perrin, goddamn Perrin immediately is like, "No, that dude's dying." And I agree. Like, he killed his wolf brother. Like, sorry, man. Like, you're getting an axe to the chest now. And in my mind, that was righteous. That was justice to the highest order. Him doing that. Freaking loved it. Cave that man's skull in while you're at it. Like, so happy he killed that guy. And then his hot son is like, "No, father! 2 rivers!" And now they're gonna have a vendetta, right? Like, this seemingly reasonable White Cloak in Bornhald's son version, he's probably not going to be so reasonable going forward. Right? Like previously he was maybe middle of the road, and now he's going to be very much not on our team, I'm guessing, because when someone murders your dad in front of you, you typically don't let that slide. So that's just a prediction for that. And then Perrin, we meet him again. Actually, we meet him after Uno, Patches O'Houlihan, he gives him a shield, and then he makes his way up to the tower, and they talk in the post episode how Perrin is like, when it comes to the biggest moment, Perrin is with a shield, not an axe or a sword. He's the protector. He's got a shield. So that's pretty cool to see. Moraine and Lan I really enjoyed their stuff in this episode. So they get yeeted. They get yeeted out of the arch thing, the bookends. They get yeeted out of that into the water. Quick little logistical thing that was kind of just a little tiny bit annoying. They get like full body yeeted out there, and like their entire bodies landed in that water, and then they get up and they're like, and then when they stand up, only like from their knees down are wet. So it's like just a quick continuity thing for the production staff. Their whole clothes should have been wet. Not a problem though. I ignored it fairly quickly, but I did notice it. But back to the story of them. They are walking along this beach. They recognize they're hella far away. And they're talking to each other, and Lan is like, hey, we need to be a team again. Like, I'm sick and tired of not being in your brain. and he tells her, he's like, I know you don't want to let me in because you don't want to admit how in over your head you are. And if you let me in, then I'll know, and then it's real to you, right? Like, if she ignores it, it's not real to her. And then she lets him in on the truth, where she's like, when I said that we were never equals, it's because I have known from day one that you were so much better than me. It's like, oh, don't make me cry. Like, I love them. They're so fantastic. And then he's like, let me back into your skull, girl. I want to be in your skull. I want our thoughts to mingle. And she unmasks the bond or whatever, and it's this like very intimate thing. Like, I mean, obviously it's intimate, they're like connecting their brains, but like I know they're not in love, but they should be. Like, that was hot. Like, I know him and Nynaeve got this whole thing going on, but like, are you sure? Like Rosamund Pike's fine as hell. Like, you could be all up in that, man. Like, that was so intimate. That was like a embrace that lovers have, man. Your faces got real close to each other, and like she like turned her face almost like she was gonna kiss his neck, and it was like, ooh, this is kind of saucy. It was just like very beautiful and very intimate, and I'm like, damn, like you guys should kind of date, like. Like, who knows? Like that, I forgot her name, but that other Aes Sedai who has 2 warders and is just like always sleeping with them. I get it now. Like, before I was like, damn, she kind of a hoe. But like, when it's this intimate to join your brains to each other, like, that makes sense. Like, I get it. I understand why they're boning the whole time. Like, that'd be me. Facts, dude. But yeah, they like meld minds together again, and it's real nice. And then they stroll up to these boats, and they see the shielding happening, and she's like, I know what I have to do. And she makes this like flaming dragon thing to crush all the boats while Lan is fighting off all these guys, and it's great. It's sick as hell. And then we'll pick up on them in a minute. Egwene, you bad bitch. Like, oh, god goddamn. She is a trooper. What a champion. Oh god, like the absolute resolve in this woman is insane, right? Like right off the bat, her keeper lady is like, we're going to battle. We're gonna defend everyone. If you defy me, I'll cut your tongue out. It's like, why can you not just like chill for a minute? But no, she's like, I'm gonna cut your tongue out if you disobey me. And they go to the top of this tower, and they're shooting down fireballs on all the peasants. All the white cloaks and the peasants. They're like, if they die, they die. It's whatever. And Egwene is like, dude. Well, at first she sees the white cloaks, and she's like, oh, F yeah, kill those guys. Like, she's all about it. And then she sees the actual, like, children dying and stuff. Ugh, whatever. I'm just kidding. No, she sees the kids. She sees, like, kids dying and the white cloaks helping them. And she's like, you know what? Screw this. I don't want to help you. And she defies her Suldam. And then she's going to cut her hands off, I think. But before she does that, a friggin' trebuchet blows up the top of this tower. And it's just like, oops. Like, sorry, everybody here is dead. Like, every single person up there died. Even the sitter of the Blue Aja, she died too. The only person that didn't was Rena, her keeper, obviously. And she's all mad at her. She's like, this is your fault. Like, that trebuchet came from our position. Like, what are you gonna do against a trebuchet? Like, I don't know if you would have seen that rock coming. Like, everybody else probably saw the rock coming too. It's not like a thing only you guys could have got. So it's not really her fault. Right, and she's like, now it's time to torture you, because I'm mad. But then Egwene's like, psych, bitch, I'm gonna put this necklace on you. Now I'm in charge, because I'm more powerful than you. And she used her noggin. She used her noggin, thought with her dipstick. And she's like, I recognize that the only reason we can be connected in this way is because you also are a lady who can channel. Like, that's the reason you can see the weaves. You know what's going on when I'm doing stuff. Like, that's how we're so connected. Like, I'm smart and you're dumb. Like, I figured it out. The whole time, the thing that you hate most is women who can channel. Turns out you are one hoe. Like, I am in charge now. She's like, you're just so weak with the power that the people who were trying to find people who can channel didn't find you, because you're a tiny little baby. Like, she's so mean about it too. She's like, you suck, honestly. You're bad at everything. And she's like, time to put you on this hook. And you can take this thing off me. And she takes it off of her. And then she's like expecting her to like return the favor and free her back. But nah, fam. Egwene told you. She told you, I'm gonna kill you. Like, she wasn't messing around. She wasn't lying when she said that. She put you up on this hook and she watches you choke to death. Like, she's not just like, oh man, I have to wait. She's like, I'm gonna stare you in the eyes while you die. It's like, honestly, kind of badass. At first she dropped the, like, she falls down after she dies, and then Egwene dropped the wristband. I thought for a second in that moment, I was like, did she let her go? Like, did she falter at the last moment and let her go? But no, I think she straight up fully killed her, which, respect. Love a good murder. And then she is just chilling there on her knees because she's like devastated. A big emotional thing that she just went through where she's like, I'm sad now. And then Rand shows up. You know, he's been on his whole journey to try and find her, and she's shocked that he's alive. And then Ishamel shows up and is just like, oof, concussion. Like, this is probably the 35th concussion that the Two Rivers gals have suffered in the last 5 episodes. both her and Elaine and Nynaeve are just getting traumatic brain injuries on the daily. Like, maybe the one power allows them to like heal from that somehow. You know, maybe with long life comes immunity to CTE. I don't know. But she's getting absolutely smoked on the daily. And then yeah, Ishamel, Rand, and her are now at the top of the tower. That's 3 of the characters we need up there. Let's go back in time a little bit though and talk about Rand. Rand's trying to find his gal. He's gonna rescue his lady friend, his OG lady friend. He strolls up. He strolls up in his hood, just like, I'm here. I'm not messing around. I got a heron mark blade, and the dude with the long fingernails is like, let's see what it takes. And you think it's about to be this battle, and he's just like, nah. And just kills him immediately, like no hesitation. He's like, I know what I'm about, son. I'm on a mission, a righteous mission to find my gal, and I'm not really gonna deal with you right now. Just smokes them, doesn't care at all, like, you're gone. And then he makes his way to the top of the tower. I just needed to point out the moment where he just absolutely ruins like 9 people. So yeah, we got all them at the top of the tower, and then I think the final piece of the puzzle is Matt. Matt. So we talked about his very interesting no good bad day a little bit before, and now he's trying to take this horn. He's taking this horn to the top of the tower, and he gets there, and there's just like 19 bad guys just chilling there, and they're like, we're gonna kill you now. And they charge him, and he does the only thing he can do. He blows this horn, the horn of whatever it's called, which like summons the heroes of the past and all the heroes of the horn, and like 20 people arrive, and they're like smoke people almost, but like also tangible, and he gets like flooded with some memories of his past lives. And they talked about in the post episode discussion how like in that moment he realizes that he is also a hero of the horn, like he is a hero, and like up to this point he's thought that he is like worthless and not deserving to be amongst their ranks, like even amongst his own friends. He's like, I'm not as good as them. I do not deserve, like, they're on this world-defining mission and I'm just Matt. And no, in that moment he realizes he has just as much standing to be in this fight as they do. Like, he is also a hero of the ages, and it's just so cool. And he becomes like so confident, and now that he has like memories of his old lives, like he's like sick ass with a spear, like he's goated, and him and these people just like, they're like, we're just gonna fight our way through this, just absolute body some people. Patches O'Houlihan is back. Like, at first I was like, that's him, but then for some reason he looked a little different. I was like, is that him? I wasn't 100% sure, because I thought all these people that were being summoned were like from a past life, but no, they're just like heroes that have died. So I was like, is that Patches? Patches, is that you? It was Patches O'Houlihan, and he gives Perrin that shield, and then they're all fighting. And then Matt makes his way to the top of the tower, and he strolls up in a moment where Ishamel is talking to Rand and is like being like, hey man, are you gonna join the team now? Like, what's going on? I don't know. And he sees him and he's like, ooh, I can get you. And he takes that spear and yeets it at him, and it goes right through him. just a falsified image of a man, and smokes Rand right in the stomach. And it's like, okay, that was not helpful. But I think, is that the vision then? The vision that Min saw of Matt stabbing Rand? Like, does that count? Is that happening? Like, she saw, like, does what she see come true exactly in that form? because if it does, then we have to potentially worry about Matt stabbing Rand again. That would be bad. But if it maybe just comes true in some form or another, this could be that. That could be what that means. And yeah, so he gets stabbed, and that's not good. Like, that's a no good bad day, right? And up to this point, Rand, he's already been like shielded, so he can't like do anything to fight back in that moment. Like, that's not good. And he's like, okay, you know what? Time to strike the killing blow, Ishamael. Or Ishamael is gonna strike the killing blow. And then freaking goddamn Egwene recovered from her concussion stronger than ever. Like, she gets up and she like is gonna 1v1 Ishamael. Like, I mean, granted, I don't know if he was going full strength at that moment, but he was giving her some business, right? Like, he wasn't no slouch in that fight. And he's like shooting fireballs at her and shooting all these things, and she's like shield mode. Like, she's holding her own. Granted, it is a immense struggle for her. Like, it's taken its toll on her, but she's going for it, and it's kind of crazy. Like, it's a lot. And then like right as she's about to like break and not be able to, Mo frickin' Perrin shows up with the shield, and he's like, I got you. Like, he's there, and like they're all there at this point pretty much, except for Nynaeve. She's not there yet, but they're pretty much all there, like goated. Like, they're all making it, they're all surviving. Meanwhile, Moraine, she's on the beach and is like, I'ma crush these people. Like, kills all the people in the boats, undoes the shielding on Rand. Like, incredible. Then Nynaeve and Elaine finally show up, and Elaine, you know, who cares about her wound, I guess. Not even focusing on that anymore. You know, they pushed the arrow through, and they're like, all right, you're healed, congratulations. She shows up and she heals Rand's wound where the smoke dagger stabbed him, and now it's like a gross like looking pastry. Like, it looks nasty. And he looks at her, and there's like the sun behind her, and he's like, who are you? And I'm like, damn, if anybody if I was like damn near passed out, like, and was healed miraculously by a magic lady, and then I look up and like it's this beautiful, like ungodly beautiful woman with the sun behind her, I'd be like, I am fully simping for you now. Like, I'm in love. If he didn't fall in love right there, I don't know what he's doing. If he's not thinking about her weekly from now on, like, come on, buddy. Like, your children can have beautiful red hair. Like, you guys deserve to be like, I don't know who Endgame is in this show. Like, is he supposed to be with Egwene full time? Is he supposed to be with Min, the bartender lady? Like, 'cause I feel like they are supposed to be together or something. Or is he supposed to be with this girl? Like, I don't know. But if he doesn't fall in love with her, buddy, you'd be doing something wrong. She's so gorgeous. He's like, who are, like, it's like he saw an angel. Like, it's crazy. But then yeah, Moraine undoes the shielding, and he stands up, and he's like fully powered now, takes his sword, his Heron blade sword, and drives it into Ishamael's chest. And just like the blade sets on fire. Like, that's crazy. And it burns the symbol of the heron into his hand, which is dope as hell as well. Like, that's a rad battle scar. And yeah, he kills him. I think he's dead. Like, is this the first time that he's died, or has he died many times before? Like, will he resurrect the next time around unless they kill the Dark One? Like if they fail to kill the Dark One, will they resurrect again, like all the Forsaken? Or is he like permanent styles dead? Because that's very interesting if he is. Then the fight falls to the rest of the Forsaken, who are now newly awake. But then he drifts away like Thanos. He just turns to dust. And that was crazy. And then freaking Moraine is like, you know what? Prophecy time, baby. She's like, there was a prophecy that this is supposed to happen. I'm gonna make sure that this happens. And she summons a freaking like dragon made of flames and spins it around that tower and has it like roar in front of everyone, and then everyone's like, ah, the dragon. He's a straight up deity to the people of this city now. And it's so cool. And like all his friends are standing there, like it's all of them up there together, and the dragon's roaring, and it's so like, oh, it was so cool. And then I was like, is it gonna end? Like it cut to black. I was like, no way it ends. And we cut to Lanfear just looking damn fine. Like she looks so good. And she's all smug and happy. She's like, we win. Like she's at this point, she's like on Team Good side. Like she's fully on board at the moment. Like Rand's victory. And she's so pleased with herself. And then she walks into her room, and all of the seals are broken. And what was the lady's name? Moghedien. I'm never gonna remember that name after this. Moghedien. She's just like, yo, like, what's up? Ishamel set us all free because he didn't trust you. And it's like, frick. That sucks. And they have a little head-to-head, and she's like deathly afraid now. Like once she realizes that all of the rest of them are awake, and this just opens up a whole can of worms. And then she's like, you know, light be with you, Rand al'Thor. And it's like, you not gonna help him? Like, you might need to help him. If you're in love with him, you best help. Like, just, yeah, it's frightening. It's frightening. But, man, I don't even know. Like, what a cliffhanger. Like, this episode was insane. It was so good. Like, oh, man, I am thoroughly pleased with what I just saw. That was so cool. And I can't wait for season 3, bro. Like, that's gonna be bonkers. I know this has been renewed for season 3, so who knows when they start production on that. Probably got delayed because of the writer's strike, but it's just so cool, so cool. This show's rad, dude. I don't know, the book readers who don't like this show, like, I don't get it, man. Like, this show's so cool. It's so good. Like, so many cool things happen in this. I mean, I get that you might not like it as an adaptation, but like, this is rad as hell. Like, how do you watch this and not consider it top-notch television? It's baffling to me. I don't understand. But I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I've talked a lot so far. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of the season as a whole down in the comments. I'm very curious to see your guys' opinions of this. You know, I thought this was easily the best episode of the entire show, like season 1 and season 2. But sometimes when I think that, the internet's opinion is the opposite. like I remember coming out of The Last Jedi and being like, God damn, that was the best Star Wars movie I have ever seen. And then I go online and everyone is like, that is the biggest pile of garbage. And I'm like, what? Like, I've never felt such a social disconnect. So hopefully I don't pull up Reddit and Twitter after this and read about how everyone thinks this episode is the worst of them all. Because given the track record of when I like things, that just happens to happen all the time. So hopefully I go online and everyone is like, this is dope. Show saved. I'm so glad. But who knows? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm very, very curious to read them. Otherwise, I think that's all I gotta say. Again, leave all your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my videos get seen more in the algorithm. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. Especially if you want to see me react to, you know, season 3 of The Wheel of Time, or really any other show or movie. I'm watching tons of stuff. I'm playing a couple video games on the channel as well. So definitely hit subscribe for all that. And then again, if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider either supporting me on Patreon or via YouTube memberships. Those are both linked down in the description below, or there's a join button down there as well. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Your support over there would be awesome. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.